YouTube, what's going on? We're back with some Outriders Worldslayer here for you, running a solo Apocalypse Tier 27 Chem plant. This is with my Devastator Seismic Commander build. This is the last time you're going to see it out and about. Go over the build in detail at the very end of the video. It's honestly lethal. On top of being, indestructible, the DPS is insane. I'm ranking this class, in my opinion, second overall. I absolutely loved it. You can always make the argument that it could be ranked higher. But yeah, this is it. You guys like what you see, please give the video a thumbs up, turn on those notifications, sub to the channel. Don't forget to check me on Twitch. I do live streaming there as well. Enjoy.
Outrider, we've...
Damn it, more of them.
area that matches our blueprints for the plant. The elevator should lead to the heart of the facility.
All I'm missing is some elevator music. Whatever that thing is, that switch is sacred. Whoa. About those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power cell down here.
What did you do with it?
It's disabled. I'll see if Zahidi can't take a look at it.
Outrider
And found a
detected.
pod down here.
Access
You saved
granted.
some lives today, Outrider. I would expect nothing less from you.
Alright, this is my final Devastator Seismic Commander build. We got it pretty close to what we need it to be. It is God tier. It's basically unkillable. So to run this, build the right way, you want to have two weapons. You want to have a mobbing weapon that applies statuses, and then a bossing weapon that comes equipped with Fortress and obviously Mage's Rage. The other tier 3 mod, can be anything you want that synergizes. Like I'd be looking for a Noxious Spawn to synergize well with my armor sets. But again, you use anything you want. Firestorm's also good. Death Renome would be pretty crazy too, to couple with the Fortress. So then you got a mobbing weapon where you're applying a status effect. And then you got a bossing weapon where you have your Fortress applied with your Mage's Rage and Dark Sacrifice. The Mage's Rage again grants 10% anomaly power bonus for 15 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. That's on all critical shots, so that's huge for anomaly power bump up there. And Fortress shots increase your current armor and resistance by 5%, stacking up to 3 times. At maximum stacks, the buff is doubled and additionally grants 25% damage increase for 10 seconds, so that's pretty crazy. And then again, we got the Dark Sacrifice, so we gain a little bit of weapon damage. It's not really too useful, but not too shabby at the same time. And then on our mobbing weapon, we got the Ultimate Toxic Bullets. We'll be looking for Notcha Spawns, if that was, my god roll for that. Coupled with Minefield with critical shot spawn and explosive targeted on your target, dealing a scalable amount of damage, which couples nice with the Mage's Rage, which I just went over. Armor Pierce, Status Power, Skill Life Reach would be the god rolls that you're kind of looking for on the weapons, at least for the build that I have. Again, 3-piece Seismic Commander, head, chest, and pants are the best ones to equip because they come with the best rolls with Anomaly Power, Status Power, and Skill Life Reach. Anomaly Power, Status Power, and Cooldown Reduction is the god roll. If you can't get the cooldown, Skill Life Reach is the second option. But again, Anomaly Power, Cooldown Reduction, and Status Power are the god roll attributes. The 3-piece Seismic Commander set is huge, increases damage towards enemies with bleed by 50%. So we want to keep stacking on that. With our Captain, we want to keep stacking on that. It's just huge, 50% damage to enemies with bleed. Again, our Puncture node and our Pack tree applies bleed to all the enemies when we use our skills, or our seismic skills, which is crazy. Captain Hunter, increase your damage against these by 16%. Blood Shock, again, we're looking to swap this out. Inflict speed on enemies, and Ashen Boost, again, looking to swap that out as well. Boost your damage against enemies afflicted by Ash by 12%. We definitely need a better helmet. We would want to replace, the Blood Shock with Power Simulation. Anomaly Echo would be another option to replace one of those with. Kingslayer would also be good. Again, if we're looking for anything with burn, we do, we're looking for toxic, so again, anything to increase our toxic damage. So we've got Tainted Blood. I believe we've got Radical Therapy. I believe there's another one that we can apply for extra toxic damage as well. That's essentially it. Again, we've got a couple of dead nodes in there that we don't need. No resistance against the fortified, mandatory. Increase your resistance piercing by 65% of your armor piercing value. This is huge. Again, we got the armor piercing in here. So increases our resistance piercing by 65% of our armor piercing value. Armor piercing value is at 45, so 65% of that. That's roughly, 20 something percent, and that increases my resistance piercing by that much. So that, takes that up to about 80%, and with synergize as well with the no resistance against the fortified is the Unstoppable Force. Increases your anomaly power by 50% of your resistance piercing. So I get this up to 70, and like an extra 35% anomaly power damage. Pretty insane. So that's the synergies within your armor piercing. That's why it's the god roll on your weapons. Doing no resistance against the fortified, coupled with the Unstoppable Force, huge. Earth's Legacy increases the Earthquake skill range by 60%, mandatory, I feel. And your extra Quake that gives you your second Quake, mandatory. Tainted Blood, I feel like that's mandatory, increases damage against enemies afflicted with bees. Second Quake, mandatory. That's your second Quake. And Violent Compound, again, synergizes nice with the Ultimate Toxic Bullets that we have on there to just boost damage against extra 10% damage against the elites inflicted with Toxic, and then they explode, dealing an AoE damage effect, scalable damage effect to other enemies. We've got Arms Under Anomaly, 100% mandatory, again, critical shot, synergizes nice with the Mage's Rage. Increases my anomaly power by scale amount of damage for 6 seconds. Radical Therapy, huge. That also increases our damage against toxic enemies by 8%. And I'm trying to find that other. There's another toxic wand as well that can deal additional toxic damage, again synergizing nice with our ultimate toxic bullets. Unstoppable Force, just went over that, huge, increases your anomaly power by 50%, your resistance piercing. Toxic Light, we don't need that. Again, Power Simulation, maybe a Kingslayer, maybe some extra damage for Despair would be useful. Oh yeah, Euthanizer, that's the other toxic mod that would be very useful for that one. as well, and anomaly echo. So we just got a few more tweaks that we could be doing there. Talks about not useful, and then gravity leap. That is 100% mandatory. Enemies within the damage radius of gravity leap, but we see 30% more anomaly damage. So that's just absolutely disgusting. So that's the guns and the armor. Again, the skills for running earthquake with gravity leap. And we've got Trevor on for our bossing, but again, we don't have any mods on that. So when you're fighting the final arbiter, you just switch to your impale. And then when you're just running normal trials or expeditions, switch over to your trimmer. Again, this is all just weapon damage, armor piercing. Again, the armor piercing increases resistance piercing, increases your anomaly power. You know, skill cooldown, anomaly power, resistance piercing. You know, seismic cooldowns. You know, I went in for this no for survivability. You could swap that out for armor pierce or extra damage against bleed, maybe with some bloodbath if you wanted to keep stacking your bleed damage. Actually went to the middle. Again, we went seismic impact. You know, just increases the seismic damage by 50% of my anomaly power, and we've got that stacked up huge. This is the puncture that inflicts bleed with your seismic, so tremor, impale, and earthquake are all inflicting bleed, and we're just rocking those two skills all the time. Earth and shell. This is the broken node. As soon as you damage, enemies with your skills, which deal bleed, which is like a ticking or a dot damage over time effect, just keeps ticking you shield. It's basically you're invincible, cannot be killed. And then upheaval, we're just stacking it, and then unleashing seismic damage, and then multi-strike, same thing, it's just stacking it, then unleashing it. Ascension tree, anomaly damage, anomaly power, cooldown reduction, skill life leech, armor pierce, we'll go into resistance pierce, status power, then we'll look at some damage against elites and